The storm swirling inside President Trump's cabinet. President Trump firing Secretary of State Rex Tillerson and doing so in a tweet. The president firing Tillerson, then calling him several hours later from Air Force One. The president naming CIA Director Mike Pompeo as the new Secretary of State. And look at the wall tonight. At the top there, Tillerson fired. He was not the only one fired at the State Department today. The Undersecretary of State Steve Goldstein, who tweeted that Tillerson did not know the firing was coming, he was then fired too, in addition to all of the vacancies that already exist at the top of the State Department. And so we begin tonight with ABC's chief White House correspondent Jonathan Karl.
President Trump is in California today, reviewing prototypes of the border wall he hopes to build. A trip overshadowed by what he did early this morning, firing his Secretary of State on Twitter, no less. Mike Pompeo, director of the CIA, will become our new Secretary of State, the president declared. Thank you to Rex Tillerson for his service. As he left the White House, the president explained he just didn't see eye to eye with his Secretary of State.
Rex and I have been talking about this for a long time. We got along actually quite well, but we disagreed on things.
As for his new choice for top diplomat,
tremendous energy, tremendous intellect. We're always on the same wavelength.
Tillerson's day began flying back from Africa, landing in Washington at 4 a.m. At 8:44, seeing the tweet that the president had fired him, and minutes after that, his spokesman putting out a statement saying Tillerson had wanted to stay on the job, adding, the secretary did not speak to the president and is unaware of the reason for the firing, but he is grateful for the opportunity to serve. Shortly after that, Tillerson's spokesman was fired too, and a dejected Tillerson said the call did eventually come from the president hours after he was fired.
I received a call today from the President of the United States at a little after noontime from Air Force One.
The timing of the firing was a shock, but it's no secret the president had clashed with his Secretary of State for months on the Iran nuclear deal, on the Paris Climate Agreement, and most dramatically, on North Korea. Tillerson was blindsided by the president's hasty decision to agree to meet with Kim Jong-un, telling reporters hours earlier,
"We're a long ways from negotiations."
And in October, Trump publicly mocked Tillerson for suggesting talks with North Korea, saying Tillerson was, quote, wasting his time trying to negotiate with Little Rocket Man. And last summer, Tillerson reportedly called the president a moron and then refused to deny making the comment.
I'm not going to deal with petty stuff like that.
That prompted Trump to call Tillerson weak.
Sometimes I'd like him to be a little bit tougher, but other than that, we have a very good relationship.
And the president even suggested, quote, I guess we'll have to compare IQ tests, and I can tell you who is going to win. Adding to all the drama, the president today hinted there may be more firings to come.
I'm really at a point where we're getting very close to having the cabinet and other things that I want.
So let's get to John Karl with us live tonight from the White House. And John, as you know, Tillerson today did not mention President Trump by name, other than mentioning that phone call from Air Force One. But he did urge State Department officials to move forward with, quote, honesty and integrity were the words he chose today. But John, while we have you, there's another shakeup to get to tonight after the departures of Hope Hicks, Rob Porter, two very close aides. A third aide you've learned escorted out of the White House?
This was one of the very few originals left, David. John McEntee, the president's personal assistant or body man, seen at his side virtually every day on all of those trips. Late yesterday, he was escorted off the White House grounds, not even allowed to pack up his desk or even to go and retrieve his jacket. We're told it was problems with his security clearance. But, David, just minutes after news of his firing broke, we learned that he's been hired to work at the Trump re-election campaign.
All right, John Karl with us live tonight. John, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.